Your lesson is lesson number 10. Getting to know India. What all things are there connected to India? What all things are there in India? We have to see that. Okay. Now look at this picture. In this picture, in this map, this is the map of India. Okay, you can see our country India, and we can also see the neighboring countries. What are neighboring countries? Which are located near the border of India. So towards the north, you can see here Afghanistan. Then you have Pakistan to the northwest. You have China to the northeast. Okay, then you have Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Bangladesh. These are the neighboring countries. Then to the south, you can see another country, Sri Lanka. Okay, so let us see now. What is this? This is your north direction. You should also know the direction. So this is your north. Okay, then south. So you know the two directions, because whenever you are reading a map, you should know the directions. So this is north, then south. Then you have your west. That means to the left is your west. And to the right is your east. So we have four directions. North, north of India. Then you have south of India, west and east. North, south, west and east. Which is this part? This part, which is there, it is central India. What it is known as? Central India. You know the state over here, Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Close by here is Maharashtra. Here it is Madhya Pradesh. So you know now north, south, west and east and the central part of India. Why I am explaining you this? Whenever I'll ask you question, you should know the directions. Teacher is asking from the north. Okay, you have to go and look at the north. Okay. If I will ask you what is there to the south, then you should go here to the south and read. If I'll ask you which are the rivers in the west, so you should go in, which are the rivers in the west, you should go here, read the name of the rivers. Similarly, if I will ask you the rivers which are there to the east, you should go in this part and answer whether they are rivers, plateaus, plains, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead now. The directions are clear. Okay, now this map is of no use if this is not shown in any of the map, boys. Remember, always remember, whenever you are drawing any map, okay, how this is north, why only this is considered north. If this pointer is not there pointing towards north, then this map is of no use, because I can consider any direction anywhere. So whenever you are drawing a map, this is very important. This is to show the direction. Now see what this is showing, this arrow, this is north. So automatically what happens, if this is north, this will be south. Okay, north, south, west and east. So this is very important. And one more thing is important is the key of the map, index. Okay, these two things, remember what you have to show for the map. One is the direction you have to show on the map, and one is the key, the index. Now here, see here, this Indian subcontinent means our India, the country India, is surrounded by water on three sides. Now which three sides? Which are the three sides? The water is there, and let's see which are the three. Arabian Sea you have, then you have to the south Indian Ocean. Okay, and here is your Bay of Bengal. That means on all the three sides, 1, 2 and 3, it is surrounded by water. And which are the water bodies? Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal. One more thing, you can see that this part is tapering. What do you mean by tapering? It is coming closer. Okay, it is not broad, it tapers. Okay, if you are looking at my screen, you will understand. Tapering means it is coming closer like this. So this part of India, the south part of India is tapering. And that's why, as India, our country is having water bodies on all three sides, it is known as Indian Peninsula. What it is known as? Indian Peninsula. Remember, Indian subcontinent is surrounded by water on all three sides. Okay. And the south, it tapers towards the south, and that's why it is known as Indian Peninsula. Now, before going ahead, this is very important again, that you should know the difference between a physical map and a political map. What do you mean by physical map and a political map? So look at this first map, this picture. In this picture, you can see overall green and brown, these colors are used. Okay, that means what? Landforms are shown. Okay, it is desert, mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers. Okay, all these things are shown. That means landforms are shown on a map. When landforms are shown on a map, that map is your physical map. Okay, now look at the second picture. In this picture, you can see the names given. The names can be of the cities or states, okay, or the names can be of the different countries also. When names are given, state boundaries are given, capitals are given, okay, this type of map is a political map. Okay, so now you understood what do you mean by a physical map and a political map. Physical map is related to the landforms. Political map related to the names of the boundaries, cities, states, etc. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, according to your textbook, boys, what your lesson is there? Lesson number 10. According to your textbook, there are how many states in India? India is a country, but this India is divided into small, small parts. Can you see this? These are small, small parts. India is divided. What are these parts known as? These are different states. States in India. Okay, but there are how many states in India? 29 states and 7 union territories. I am talking about, this is according to your textbook, because the textbook was printed before. Okay, 29 states and 7 union territories. But now recently, according to the calculation of 2020, what has happened? Look here. In 2020 now there are 28 states, okay, and 8 union territories. So I'm just updating you with the new, what, how many states are there? 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay, but according to your textbook, 29 states and 7 union territories. Now what has happened? What has happened over here? Instead of 29 states, 28 states have become, and union territories has increased. Instead of 7, it has become 8. Delhi is the union territory now. The state of Delhi, it is a union territory now. Okay, what do you know? What do you mean by union territories, boys? Think over it. What do you mean by union territories? Okay, and once I finish my explanation, I will give the answer for this. Okay, so you understood now? These are all different states. So 29 states and 7 union territories. We will stick to the textbook. But for your knowledge, 2020, there are 28 states and 8 union territories. Now look here. As I explained you the directions, now let's come back to India again. Which is the state to the northernmost, means extreme north, which is the state? Jammu and Kashmir is the northernmost state. Okay, Tamil Nadu is the southernmost state, means to the extreme south. Okay, Similarly, Rajasthan is the largest state, largest, okay, in India. Then Telangana is a newly formed state. This Telangana state newly formed means it was formed in the year 2014. And we all know the capital of India is New Delhi. The capital of India is New Delhi. So you got it? The northernmost state, Jammu and Kashmir. The southernmost state, Tamil Nadu. The largest state, Rajasthan. The newly formed state, Telangana. And the capital of our country, India, is New Delhi. Great Indian Desert is located in Rajasthan. We all are familiar with Rajasthan. Okay, on the map, I just want to show the location of Rajasthan. This is your Rajasthan. As I told you, Rajasthan is the largest state. So, in this largest state, which desert is located? The Great Indian Desert is located in Rajasthan. Then Lakshadweep Island. You can see this island. The name of the island is Lakshadweep. And I told you, what do you mean by island? The land surrounded by water from all the sides. Okay. So where is this island, Lakshadweep Island? It is in the Arabian Sea. We saw in the map, where is the Arabian Sea? Okay. So in the Arabian Sea, which island is there? Lakshadweep. Now, you must have guessed this. State known for tea plantation. You drink tea, some of you. So, from where you get this tea? Tea is from Assam and West Bengal. We are getting the tea leaves. These are the tea leaves, boys. They dry. They pluck the tea leaves. They dry it. And later on, they make it in a powder form. And then you get this tea, hot tea. And it is very nice to drink in the rainy season. And here I am just showing you the location from where we are getting. See this West Bengal? This is West Bengal. So tea production is there in West Bengal and Assam here. Okay. So these are the two major states producing tea. Now see, Jammu and Kashmir, known, they are very famous for what? Apples. Jammu and Kashmir are famous for their apples. This you will guess, correct? Oranges. Which state is famous for oranges? Maharashtra. But you know now where are oranges in Maharashtra famous? The city famous for oranges is Nagpur. But where is Nagpur? It is in Maharashtra. We are only studying about the state. So state known for oranges is Maharashtra. And the city is Nagpur. And this one? This one is what? Do you know? These are the seeds, coffee seeds. These coffee seeds are plucked, and see how they are collected over here. They will get dry over here. They are dried. Okay. Later on, a powdered form is made, and this is your coffee, what you are getting. So which is the state known for coffee plantation? Kerala and Karnataka. That means the southern states to the south. Kerala and Karnataka to the south. The south states are giving us what? Coffee. Now, so look here. This is your map of India. You can see this is the northern part of India, north. Okay. This is China, and we are all fighting with China now. This is the border. This is China. This is India. Now see here. This part, the white color, is what? These are your Himalayas, mountains. I have shown this picture purposely so that it is easy. These are the mountains which are there. The Himalayan ranges means entire this completely it is filled with the Himalayan mountains. So this northern border of India, this is the northern border. The northern border of India is defined by Himalayan ranges. Here Let us see the primary crops. Which are the crops? Primary means very famous crops. Production is more in India. See what you get. The wheat, what you eat, chapati. Okay, you make chapati out of wheat flour. From where is the wheat production more? We get wheat from the northern part of India. Okay, then rice. See, when you go to the south, mostly people over there, they eat rice. Why? The production of rice over there is more. So the southern states of India the production is rice. The primary crop is rice. In the northern state, the primary crop is wheat. Southern state, the primary crop is rice. And in the central part of India, example Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, is the central part. What is the primary crop over there? Which is the primary crop? Jawar. We are eating jawar bhakris. Okay, so these are the primary crops which are grown in India. Now let us see the rivers. See boys, this map is there in your textbook. So either you can go through the map later, but now pay attention on the screen. Let us see, there are some rivers to the north. Satluj, Luni, Yamuna, Ganga. If I will come to the central part, close to Maharashtra, we have Narmada River, Tapti River. Okay. We have Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Tungabhadra to the south. This is Krishna, Tungabhadra. Okay, these are to the south. And you can see here Assam state, Brahmaputra is in Assam. The Brahmaputra river, the famous river. Okay, and even Kaveri is to the south. So we saw the rivers which are there. These are some of the major rivers in India. There are many more in your textbook. Yes, this is the map. This is the south part. I am showing you this Karnataka. So you can see here Krishna, Tungabhadra, Peneru, Kaveri. Okay, here is your Andhra Pradesh. Here is Maharashtra. Close by to Maharashtra, which river is there? River Bhima, River Krishna. Okay, these are some rivers. And this one, this is known as the outline map of India. These are the different states. So whenever I'll ask you to draw the map, you're supposed to draw the map like this, and you have to write the names in different states in our country, India. Okay.